Hi! Welcome back to my channel. Today, I wanted to walk you through every step of the escrow process, but I thought it'd be fun to do my makeup while I do it. Okay, so let's put my hair up. Okay, so you got an accepted offer. Woo! Now it's time for escrow. The closing process has begun. So once you got an accepted contract, your realtor will send over the executed contract to the title company. The title company is usually chosen by the seller. I don't have a mirror. I guess this will do. Once they receive the contract, then they will open up your file. They will then reach out to you so you can submit your earnest money deposit. This money will basically let the seller know that you're serious, and it's also the money that is at risk of being lost if you default on the contract. All right, so first we're gonna brush these brows out. So the earnest money deposit usually needs to be wired to the title company within 3 days of the executed contract. Now, wire fraud is a big deal, so make sure you speak to the title company on the phone and confirm the wire instructions. All right, we will start with concealer. This is NARS. Wet Beauty Blender. So after you submit your earnest money deposit, you're gonna need to schedule your inspections. Now, your realtor probably has some recommendations of inspectors they've used in the past, but feel free to do your own research and pick anyone you'd like. For your inspections, you're going to want to get a regular home inspection, a 4-point inspection, which is going to check your roof, your HVAC, your electrical, and your plumbing, as well as a wind mitigation report. Now, these 2 reports are very important when you're looking for homeowners insurance. You're also going to want to get a WDO, which is a wood destroying organism inspection, especially if you live in Florida. Those kind of organisms are quite common. Also, if you have a septic tank, you're going to need to get that inspected and pumped. It needs to be pumped every 5 years or so. And if your home is older than 1978, you're going to want to get a lead-based paint inspection as well. Now, total for all these inspections, it's usually around $500 to $600 depending on the size of the home. And now we're going to use one of my favorite products. It is Benetint Lip and Face Tint. It just gives you a nice little rosy complexion. Put a little in the lips. Oh, look at that. Now, once you receive the inspection report, which usually takes less than 24 hours, your realtor will look over it with you, and we are going to negotiate repairs. It's also the inspector's job to nitpick every single detail on the home for your benefit, to make sure that everything is being addressed, and it makes the inspection look more dramatic for the listing agent and seller, so they are more likely to help you with repairs, or they can give you a credit for those repairs. After you go back and forth a couple times with negotiations, your realtor will write up an addendum stating that the seller will kindly pay a licensed and insured professional to fix these problems before closing, or they will give you a credit to repair these items at closing. All right, let's add some color to these brows. My brows are pretty thick, so I don't really do much to them, but now, throughout escrow, your lender will work diligently, I hope, to secure your loan. This will involve having underwriters review all your documents, as well as ordering an appraisal of your home to make sure that the home value actually matches the loan amount they're lending you. Your lender is the one that will contact and order the appraisal. You and the seller will have no contact with the appraisal whatsoever. And if the appraisal comes back lower than the contract price, well, they got some negotiating to do. This is why an appraisal contingency is important, because it says that if it comes back lower, you have the ability to back out of the contract if the seller doesn't wish to lower the price. If the appraisal comes back higher than the contract price, then you got a home worth more and you paid less for it. The seller does not have to know a thing. It's between you and the lender. Also, I'm using the James Charles palette. Now, throughout this process, the lender will ask you for the same documents over and over again. I know it's annoying, but I always recommend having all your documents on one file on your laptop so you can just easily pluck it out and email it to them whenever they request it. Another event happening while the lender is doing their job is the title search. The title company not only holds all the money throughout escrow, they also do a title search on the property and look back at the property's history to make sure you have a clean title. The title company will look for any unpaid taxes, liens, second mortgages, or any other judgments that could affect your ownership of the property. Next, we're going to use ColourPop Level Up Mascara. The title company will also order a survey of the property to see its exact boundaries and to confirm there's no easements or encroachments on the property. Ultimately, the title search will ensure that you are the legal and rightful owner of the property and no one else has legal claims to it. Oh, that hurt. Ooh, Lord. Something I want to emphasize during the escrow period is time. Your realtor is responsible for reminding you of all your deadlines in order to protect your earnest money deposit. I also have this nice little contract deadline chart that I love to show my buyers, and I send it to them to kind of remind them of every stage of the escrow process and which deadlines they need to be most aware of. You know what? I didn't put eyeliner on. I guess I'll do it after my mascara. We have Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Perversion. Now, once all the inspection repairs have been addressed, your title is clear, you're gonna wanna start searching for homeowners insurance. Now, like I said before, you're gonna need the 4-point and the wind mitigation. And your lenders usually have their insurance reps that they prefer to use, but I always recommend to shop around. Do I like that? I always like to do a little cat eye in the corner. Oh my gosh, it's kind of hard to do with this mirror. I don't know about that. Before closing, you're gonna want to do a final walkthrough of the property, make sure everything is just as the seller left it, make sure the inspections were done, make sure everything looks good and dandy. Before closing, your lender should also be able to provide you with a HUD or final statement of your loan terms and closing costs. If all looks well, you're going to wire the remainder of your down payment to the title company. Let's do some highlight. I love this one. It's ColourPop Over the Moon. It's so pretty. It has like a purpley sheen to it. So now it's finally closing day. The title company will arrange with you a time and date for you to come by and sign all the documents. You and your realtor will go with you, and sometimes the lender accompanies you as well, and you usually get a closing gift from the realtor. You'll be signing a lot of documents. Make sure that you understand each document that you're signing. This whole process takes about an hour and a half or so. Cute. After all the paperwork is signed, the escrow officer will prepare a new deed with your name on it, officially naming you the property owner, and they will send it to the county recorder. Okay, now we're gonna do lips, and this is Milani Nude Lip Liner, just says nude. Now, make sure you remember to switch the utilities to your name and pick up the keys. Now this was pretty much the basics of the escrow process. Don't feel concerned if you don't understand every single detail. There's also more details that go into it, but I just wanted to cover the main basics and checkpoints of escrow. This is ColourPop, as you can tell, one of my favorite makeup brands. It's just like a Lizzie McGuire lip gloss. Isn't it so cute? It's called Lizzie. I used to love Lizzie McGuire. Usually in my first meeting with buyers, I like to go through the entire escrow process like I've just done with you and show them the timeline and kind of give them a brief rundown so they're not surprised when things arise. Okay, I believe I am officially done. Hopefully I made you feel more comfortable about the escrow process and every step involved in it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. Feel free to schedule a call with me. I have my Calendly linked below. And if you or anyone you know is looking to buy or sell in the Central Florida area, or anywhere else, I have a lot of other agents that I know will take care of you in other parts of the country. I hope you enjoy your day and let me know if you want me to do more makeup looks. Love you so much. Bye!